Hello. Yes, we're working. We're on. Oh, look. What's happened to me?
What are you doing?
My headphones have gone, like, either my head has grown really big or my headphones have
Do you want me
shrunk.
to figure them out for you?
Let me have a look. But firstly, welcome to Don't Laugh But.
Welcome. You are full of energy and I am lacking it entirely.
I'm peppy.
Peppy.
Yeah, can you sort my headphones out, please?
Yes, I can. I was going to start talking to you about, you don't like dressing gowns.
Yep. Oh, men. I don't mind them on women.
Oh,
really?
really?
I don't mind them on
I
women
didn't know
too
that
much.
was the caveat. I was going to say, firstly, you wore one in London. That wasn't my point, but...
I didn't wear one in London.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I distinctly remember you wearing a white dressing gown because I was struck with the fear lest it should fly open and something should flop out.
You are correct. I wore the Places dressing gown.
Yes.
Yeah, you are correct.
Anyway, so last night...
But I also wore pyjamas.
Good.
Yeah.
So last night, my youngest woke me up in the middle of the night to say that he'd lost his mood ring. I bought him a mood ring last week.
No way, I bought Lenny a mood wing.
Well done. Yeah. Well, firstly, mood rings. What the hell is that about?
I know.
Because they've designed this thing and they found this product which changes colour
Yeah.
depending on the temperature.
Yeah. How much was your mood ring?
About £1.50.
Mine was £1.40. That's weird. Was it in Cambridge?
Yes.
Yeah, I bet they got from the same place.
I got it from a charity shop.
No, maybe not them. Near
But
Primark.
it was new.
Near Primark.
This is very dull. Very, very... We're going down a dull avenue right now. Okay?
You started him.
No, but I started it in an exciting way. You've steered us down the dull
They found
spill.
this product about a temperature.
Yeah, but for the love of... I've already told you I'm tired. Go easy. Yeah? Be nice. Try and be nice. Yeah? See if you can do it.
Okay.
If you've designed this product, you found this thing that changes colour depending on the temperature, and we want to flog it to lots of people, what are we going to do? Why did they put it in a ring that's supposedly... I mean, that's fine, but that's supposedly supposed to tell you what you're feeling right now? Because surely that's something that you could immediately just dismiss as nonsense. They could have said it means anything. They could have said the colours mean, how many goblins are flying around your head right now that are invisible. Or what the weather's going to do.
That's actually a really good point.
They could have come up with anything. But
Because you know what mood you're in.
Yeah, if it's telling you you're excited, you're not excited, but you're immediately going to realise this mood ring is nonsense. And yet, millions of people have bought them through the decades.
Or I love them. Or you could go, maybe I'm not excited. Maybe this
you doubt your own
£1.40 ring
emotions.
is going right. And do you remember the thing as well with the fish? They had like a little paper
Yeah, the thing that
fish
you get in a cracker.
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird. When it turns over, you're dead. Like, that's immediately provable.
Did we talk
to
about
be wrong?
Did we talk about me killing a fish?
No, I don't think so.
No, because Peter might get in trouble. Not Peter. RSPCA. Peter's the American one.
Okay, who's Peter? Okay.
So the RSPCA.
You killed a fish.
I killed a fish.
Yeah.
Not on purpose.
No.
Accidentally.
By stupidity.
Yeah, I put it in a china bowl. You shouldn't put fishes in china. It was a ceramic bowl.
I don't think people know that.
I
wouldn't have known that.
Well, my husband told me, and I don't know if this is true. He might have been winding me up because I put it in a ceramic bowl, thinking that in the morning, like my daughter would want it. It was awful, want it in those awful bags. So I thought, I'm going to give this fish the best life for its few days.
Yeah.
Put it in this big bowl, this huge bowl, ceramic. My husband said that they think they're in a cave and they jumped out.
It jumped out and you found it dead. Oh, no. You're going to go straight to hell for that.
That's so sad, isn't it?
It's very sad.
Yeah.
We took a moment there for the fish.
Do you know what?
Did you name the fish?
Jaguar, she called it.
Jaguar?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Okay.
I felt really sad. I feel really bad that I killed a fish. I'm so sorry.
You should.
I feel really
That is
tragic.
horrific. Anyway, he lost his mood ring in the middle of the night and wanted me to find it about 3 a.m.
Sorry, I forgot this had an ending. Yeah.
And well, I wouldn't go that far, frankly.
Come on.
So I had to get up in the middle of the night. I wasn't wearing anything.
Right.
Okay. Because I also sleep nude. You never asked. There it is. And
Do you every night?
when it's warm, not in the winter.
Okay. No, I have never asked you that.
No,
Didn't care.
no, just didn't care. There you go. So I woke up, not wearing anything. Need to put my dressing gown on to go upstairs to help him find his mood ring, or to actually persuade him that you're being ridiculous. Go back to sleep, you idiot. And the dressing gown wasn't hung up; it was on the floor. Is it anything more bewildering
Been trying to get it on.
than trying to find out
Yeah.
what's the top, what's the bottom? One of the arms was inside out, not both.
Yeah.
I couldn't work it out for about 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
I thought it's maybe a good analogy for life in there. You know, life is like
A dressing gown on the floor.
dressing out on the floor. There's no rhyme nor reason to it. So we like to hang it up somewhere. And we like to put it on a hook. And then we can make sense of life.
Yeah.
Is there anything to that analogy?
No.
You're listening to Don't Laugh But with Rebecca Elliott and Kirsty Hudson, creating their own unique twatmosphere for your listening pleasure.
One thing I'm confused about, and I do, is the why we use things like I'm on fire when I'm doing well. Like, because if you were on fire,
you wouldn't be doing well.
You wouldn't be doing well.
No.
Or, I've hit by a bolt of lightning.
Yeah.
For an idea.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Again,
know,
that wouldn't be a good
that
thing.
would kind of suck.
Yeah.
I do like lightning, though.
Okay.
Not when it strikes me in the head. It's never happened before.
Is that not?
And lightning does strike twice.
Does it?
Yeah.
Isn't the phrase lightning never strikes twice? Isn't it literally the opposite of what you just said?
No, but that's what I'm saying. It actually does. It's like a fact.
Right.
That is
it's like a fact, but not actually a fact, perhaps?
That's a no. What I'm trying to say is that lightning never strikes twice is a lie.
Oh.
It's a lie that we've been told.
Is it?
By liars.
It does strike twice.
Yeah. Them. Like when we say they say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know when we say they, I know what that means. You don't need to explain that.
No, but we say that a lot.
So this week we're talking about money.
Money, money, money.
No, don't.
Must be funny in a rich man's world.
I've been trying to teach you how to sing. You've got to go up and down with the voice.
Yeah.
Not just on a level. That's just talking with enthusiasm.
Well, that's a terrible teacher that you are. Listen to that. That's not got any better.
That's true. There's the proof there. So I was thinking about money, and what we think money means, and obviously society puts this huge value on it. Mm-hmm. You looking at your phone?
Yep. And why do you want me to turn it off? It's on silent. There's not more I can do for that.
There's not more I can do for that. There's not more.
It's reached this level of capacity.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on. What?
Money.
Yeah.
Success. Did you ever think in terms of your career, how much money am I going to make?
Not really. Probably should have done. Not really, no. I mean, I've spent the majority of my life without money.
Yeah.
And those kind of moments where you're at the till and you're thinking, is it going to go through?
Oh,
is it going to go
card.
through? Is it going to?
They take
and
the
the
card
relief.
in that silence.
Oh, the relief when it goes through.
I still have that fear.
Yeah.
Now,
yes.
even though I know I'm all right now.
Yeah.
I still have that fear when you hand over the card or you use your whatever it's called that it's not going to go through. It's It's a horrible feeling.
Yeah, money hasn't been my motivator. It's more now. I'm more excited about money now than I've ever been in my life. I've never.
Yeah, but I don't understand why people would choose a partner based on how much do they earn. That would never even come into my head.
That's a weird thing.
It is a weird thing, but a lot of people do think like that. Like, how much do they earn?
Oh, my nephew does. My nephew has a whole life plan of who he's going to marry.
Really?
Yeah, because he's all like, well, look, it just
he wants a wealthy woman.
He said it was just so much easier to have.
I know, but that doesn't factor into who you fall in love with, does it?
But he's plans on earning huge amounts of money himself. He's really got big goals and life plans, and money is a big part of that. I mean,
I don't get it.
No, I don't. But I do.
I get that we all want enough money that we can live and not have that horrible, which we both had, just that
month to month
fear in the middle of the night, like, oh my God, I literally can't pay my bill. Like, that's awful.
Is it beans on toast or is it the electricity kind of thing?
But yeah, exactly. But for me, success in terms of jobs I'm talking about or whatever is earning enough through doing something that you love that you can live okay, that you can pay the bills and you can eat.
Yeah, I mean, I think success is.
I think that's success. Like in a creative job, if you can just earn enough to sustain it and to keep going, that's success.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Well, I don't know that you should.
Rather than just making loads and loads of money in a job you hate. I don't think that's success.
No, I'm not sure there's ever monetary value though on success. I don't think. I think if you're doing something, I think success is the amount of joy you're feeling at any given moment.
Yeah, but the meaning that society's put on success is how much money do you earn.
But that's allowing some. That's all we've. Hang on, we're back on. Yeah, I think that's something that societal pressures are placed. So of course you do need a certain basic income. You need enough to pay the bills. Yeah. But I think there's ways around that, and generally I feel that money just sometimes just comes. Somehow it's like we've always been all right, however tight it's been, and we've been really, really tight.
Right, same here.
But it's interesting now how we view money differently. Like when my mum got her first house, they didn't even have any stairs. Do you know what I mean? Like, they had no carpets, no stairs.
Did they have an upstairs to go to?
They did. They had a ladder to go up to those stairs.
Wow.
I mean, it was literally, the house was falling apart. They had
Yeah.
nothing, you know, in the house. And I just think now our expectation, like, no one would kind of live like, I mean, people do live like that, but like,
Yeah.
but not like you. I know
That was more normalised then.
yeah, like that, and having absolutely nothing. Like, you'd get married and you'd have things to put into the house, like kettles and stuff, because you literally didn't have that. But now it's like,
us, yeah.
that was you. Well
We
done.
had literally... Oh,
Yeah.
carry on!
I don't. Can I say I do that a lot? I do that.
do.
I don't like it.
No,
I'm gonna try
I
to
don't
stop
like
that.
it.
Sorry, listeners, because that must be irritating.
It
Yeah.
must be.
But I think our level of what we feel is like, I think our generation did have an expectation of kind of living like their parents do. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure my mum's generation had that expectation of living. My nan and granddad, like, you know, obviously we come quite real working class backgrounds, and my nan and granddad had, like, they didn't even own their house. They kind of hired everything, you know, they had nothing. And like, so, but my mum never would expect to move into a house and live like her mum and dad had lived.
Yeah.
But I feel that, I wonder if now we have more of an expectation to live like our parents. To
immediately live
not
like that.
to work 20 years to get
People
there.
in their early 20s or at university, you need to live in those crappy flats.
You know, I know, like my nephew was
You've
all...
got to go through that. And
Yeah.
I think to appreciate what you have later on.
Yeah, like my nephew's all like, I don't think I can share a toilet, like a bathroom. And I'm like, we had... And don't get me wrong, my nephew's one of the most beautiful, youngest, considerate, lovely men. But I was like, God, we had a flat with 11 of us with one bathroom.
Right.
When we had my first student accommodation, and literally nothing.
We was poor, but we was happy. but that does worry me.
But I don't think just their generation. I think our generation, we're a bit like it as well. You know, I'm not saying it's all them. I think that we
feel a bit entitled.
Yeah, I think I have a huge sense of entitlement. I think is sometimes really like, why do I have to expect that?
I agree.
You know, I think it's easy to go to young people. No, I think that I have a bit of that now.
Well, I worry about my kids because I think you do kind of have to. Well, you don't have to, but if you've had nothing, well, I wasn't on the streets, but if you've had to struggle to get by, then you do like massively appreciate everything you get later on. But because I'm kind of doing okay now, like my kids haven't got that.
I know, it's weird, right?
And obviously when they do go to university, as a parent, like I want to support them and all of that. But now I'm thinking I don't really want to support them that much because
you want to feel the
you don't
fear.
wanna, it's the whole spoiling thing. But yeah.
I like that.
I don't want them to be out in the streets, but equally, you know, they need to be going shopping and counting up as they're going along.
Yeah,
to
and
so,
going.
you need to go through that. I think.
And eating super noodles for a week, or eating.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Baked beans, literally, and going. Oh shoot! I don't know if I can get through this week.
Right.
Because I think that's and I'm so glad that we've had no money in our life. Do you know what I mean? I'm so glad that because it just makes a real sense of appreciation. But it did get like, you know, also like I have had a bit of a sort of a chip on my shoulder about people with money, thinking like that's a bad thing. But actually, money has absolutely
I think it's easy to slip into that.
Yeah.
To think that rich people are spoiled or don't appreciate it, or don't. But a lot of them are very philanthropic and just
I love
people.
that word that you said that, because it's like little two friends, Phil and his mate Anthropic.
Anthropic. Welcome to the stage, philanthropic.
Love that word.
Yeah.
Philanthropy.
Philanthropy.
I like it.
It's one of the best words.
Hard word to say.
No, I learned from my parents like to have a great respect for money.
Right.
I think, but equally not to hoard it. Because you get the wealthy people who they never spend it. They're still quite tight.
Yeah.
Whereas I think I was kind of brought up. If you've got a bit of money, then live like a king for a day as well. So give generously, but also, you know, hey, go out and stay in an amazing hotel for that one night, even if you.
Yeah.
You know, if you can just about afford it, live like a king for a day, because that experience is worth way more than.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. It's an interesting.
Rather than just saving your extra.
Yeah, like,
actually have fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Should I say something now? I know. Come on. Oh, I don't like that. That happens. That makes a noise.
It did make a noise. I don't know why it's doing that.
That's okay.
Don't touch it.
I won't touch it. You go blind. You know, I was because retirement. Like I'm thinking now, first time in my life I've started to think about, how much will we have when we finish working? If we finish working, I don't know. I can't imagine.
It's kind of depressing to think about retirement. I'd never want to retire ever.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I will. I don't know. It's not, but I like the idea of also sometimes having no responsibilities.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just
See, me and you are lucky. We don't have proper jobs.
So blessed.
Really.
So blessed with all the work I do. I'm so lucky.
I know.
My work's just a chat.
It is just a long chat. But no, for years and years and years, I just about earned enough to get by. So I was kind of earning, I don't know, between 9 and 15 grand, that kind of thing. But if I was still earning that now, I'd still be doing that. At no point would I have gone, I need to be earning more. Mm-hmm. I think because if you can do what you love doing, that's worth way more than having all the money.
I think so, but I think that's a privilege.
And it was just luck.
But I do think it's a privileged position you're speaking from, because I do think that...
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like 9 and 12, people like this... We have a shocking disgrace in this country that people are working and still having to go to food banks. I mean, that's not right.
It's horrific.
It's not
frankly.
right. And
I despair. And the amount of people living on the street.
Absolutely. It's wrong.
It is wrong. Do you give money to people on the street?
Well, I know I do, and I do.
Because there's that thing like, don't give them money because they'll spend money on, their addictions or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I like giving to crisis and stuff like that as well, regularly. But I give money to people on the street, and I'm like, if you want to go and spend that on whatever you want to spend it on, fine. If it picks you up for that moment. Yeah. Because your life is crappy.
I know, like I would
and
be
if
on
me giving you a tenner just puts a smile on your face, even if you're going to go and spend it on booze.
Yeah, I always
As long as we're supporting the charities that actually help them
Yeah.
long term as well.
Yeah.
Am I right? Is that wrong?
I don't know. I don't know what the right advice is. It's something that I do as well, I think, because,
Otherwise, we just breed a society that's just selfish and sees people in need and goes, well, don't you can't trust them to spend money on themselves.
Wisely,
and
I know.
That thought is... That's a dangerous thought. Because the essence it's us and them kind of thing.
Yeah, and the essence of giving is just to give, isn't it? And not have any judgment,
and not question
whoever
what they're going to spend it on.
Spends that money on. Absolutely.
Can you stop fiddling with the equipment?
I'm fiddling and I'm faffing.
I'm fiddling like Bobby Faffage.
Do you know what? I'm really sweaty right now.
Faffy McFaff.
Faffy McFaffy pants. But I am sweaty. I wasn't sweaty earlier. It's coming in here. The pod is sweaty.
Sorry.
That's okay. You and your sweaty butt.
Do you deal with the finances in your house or just Darren? Or it's like shared?
It's very much shared. I mean, I think I'm probably the predominant, but it's very much shared. A lot of couples argue about money. There's something Darren and I, the only thing Darren and I would argue about is cleaning.
You argue about cleaning. We argue about cleaning. I don't think we've ever argued about money, ever, or even come close to it.
Because I think the thing about money...
But then I deal with all of it.
Do you? Do it all?
Oh, if I died tomorrow... Like, literally, Matt wouldn't have a clue where most of our money is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like, does not compute. Just doesn't...
Right.
Yeah. I hope he'd figure it out eventually.
No.
You share everything that comes into the house. Everything comes in.
Oh, yeah.
The couples who have separate bank accounts, so it's very clear that one of them earns more than the other.
No,
Whereas with me and Matt, sometimes he earns more, sometimes I earn more.
Yeah, we've gone
and it
through
just
the
all
same
goes
things.
in one big pot.
Yeah, we put it all in one pot. Although... I do think it's sometimes important to have a separate bank account. For some people, yeah, I do. I think that
it can work.
I think that you sometimes need, for some people, they just need a security for themselves to go, I know that I could leave, or I know I could do this, or
freedom and...
whatever. I think so. But I think that I used to have this whole thing about money, and now kind of the realisation that money has absolutely no personality. Money has no agenda at all. It's whatever we place upon it, and that's really freeing.
It's weird that it's so important to everyone. Yeah. And obviously it is to survive. But it's kind of gone way above that it's our value as a human being is often equated with, I think, on some level, with how much money you earn, which is just ridiculous. Yeah. And the wrong people are paid often, not always, too much. And the wrong people are paid too little. The fact that we don't pay carers. Yeah. Carers for our elderly, carers for our disabled, is one of the most important jobs.
Looking after the most vulnerable.
And the money that they're paid reflects the lack of respect that's given to those who do that job. And that's just depressing. But equally, nurses and teachers and all these things,
I know.
It's a top-down society. It's gone... topsy-turvy.
It has gone rather skew-whiff.
I think so.
That's a nice word.
Skew-whiff. Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
That's why I said it's gone rather skew-whiff. That is.
Well, no, normally you have something else to say.
Oh, I think you said it really eloquently.
Really?
Yeah, you put that to bed. Well done.
Wow, all right.
It's a beautiful day. I'm in a good mood. Well done.
Do you use the self-checkout? I had that question for you.
Because... Yes. Now I do. I'm not
now I've said that, I'm thinking, did I ask you that in supermarkets?
I don't know.
No.
We'll talk about it again. because it's always a fascinating thing, self-checkout.
It's fascinating.
Fascinating.
I could speak for hours on
Like,
that.
because there's an argument, isn't it, that it's putting people out of jobs, and
Yeah.
should we do it? And I don't really, but I do, and I'm not very good at it. I always end up arguing with it. I always put the thing in the wrong places, and it's not on the. It all goes a bit.
And it's when it starts shouting, "Help is coming! Help!" It's like I haven't asked for help.
Yeah.
You're making me sound like an absolute imbecile.
Yeah.
Frankly,
I do the scan and shop at Waitrose where I put everything in my bag.
you have told me this,
And I like
I
that.
still find that bewildering.
I take it. That's the third time I think or at least the second time we used the word bewildering.
And I will use it again.
You use bewildering and massive quite a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have a lot of emphasis on the word to.
Right. Well, that is massively bewildering to hear that.
That's what you do with the to. To hear that. You do know. So you do know that you do it.
Yeah, you know how people love it when someone else really picks apart their personality, the words they use, the way they say them. It's lovely. It puts me at ease. Yeah, it puts me in my happy place to know that it's all being
Do you want to do another accent?
slagged off.
Do you want to do an accent?
No, I don't want to do an accent. All right, it'll come naturally. I'm sure I'll shoehorn one in later.
Shoehorn.
And when I do, it'll be bloody fantastic.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Brilliant.
That's my Yorkshire.
This is the Don't Laugh But podcast brought to you by Kirsty Hudson and Rebecca Elliott, two women determined to find the funny in everything, or at least pass the time by taking the piss out of each other.
Why do we call it a hole in the wall? Seriously,
I
what
take
the
you're
hell
not
is
talking.
that?
You're not talking.
ATM, but we don't call it an ATM.
Cash machine.
But
Cash
we call
point.
it a hole in the wall. Why do we call it a hole in the wall? Because like the door in your house. What we call that? We should
door.
call that the hole in the house. It doesn't make sense.
No, it's true. It doesn't.
I don't understand when people spend hours there.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing? Like applying for a mortgage,
I know.
investing in shares.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all.
Have you ever walked away without taking the money?
Yes, I did that once for 50 quid.
Yeah, I've done that.
It was gutting.
Yeah. I went into the bank and
Yeah.
they were like, well, if it comes back in and there's a whole thing and...
Yeah, but if you went to a hole in the wall and there was 50 quid sticking out and you couldn't see anyone around,
I wouldn't take it.
would you take it?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm better than
What
you.
would you do with it? No, I didn't say that I would. Of course I wouldn't.
I would take it to the bank and say, look, I found this coming out of the machine.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you do?
I'd probably do the same. I would, yeah, I'd do the same.
I couldn't... Only,
I would, totally. Like, of course.
I don't think I would do it because I have any high moral ground. I think I would do it because...
again,
oh,
that's...
yeah, yo, long, finish my point. I would do it because I would feel so terrible if I didn't do it. Like, so I'm not doing it for altruistic reasons. I'm doing it
Yeah.
because I would feel so bad if I didn't do it.
Okay.
So I'm not...
It's for selfish reasons.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you a very interesting question now.
I'm bracing myself.
Like, you remember that movie, like, when Demi Moore, she slept with a man for £1 million?
Yes.
Is there a figure that you would do that for?
Really? You
Is
can
there?
ask me that?
That's the question I'm going to ask you. That's quite an interesting question because I thought of it.
No, there isn't.
There's not a figure
No, definitely not.
that you would...
Because I was going to ask you a slightly nicer version of that. You know, without
Yeah.
the whole infidelity thing going on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
How much would I have to pay you to do the school run in the nude?
Oh, a couple of quid.
Really?
75p. Yeah, I mean...
Would you do it for 500 quid?
No. Well, maybe.
1,000?
I'll probably do... nudity.
You'd probably just do it by accident because you forgot to put your clothes on.
Exactly, yeah. Nudity.
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 Nudity, yeah.
Nudity.
Nudity.
Nudity. That
Nudification, yeah.
yeah, it's not. I'm not that bothered by it. I mean,
Yeah, but there's
although
not that
saying
bothered about it.
today-
And then there's walking to the school run.
Yeah, saying that today though, I went out on my husband's t-shirt, just my husband's t-shirt on to walk my plants in the back this morning.
Yeah.
My neighbour comes across the fence and was all talking to me about watering my plants.
Oh,
And I had no.
You had no underwear on. How long was the t-shirt?
Not that long.
Not long enough.
I'm hoping that there was but I think that he might have seen a bit of cheek. I think that might have happened.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Sorry, Marcus.
Wow.
I know.
That
I
is-
did go back and I said to my son, I think that, and Sid was all like, oh no. He said, oh, and then Sid said, does a cheek really matter? I'm just hoping there was
Does
no...
the cheek really matter?
Yeah, I'm hoping there was no front bum showing.
Oh, don't call it front bum, please.
Lady Garden. There are people in this world that call it a Mickey. So
I've not heard that.
There is a lot of people in the world that call their vaginas Mickey.
Right. No, you've dropped the V word now, so.
Wait, it's a body part.
Come
Look,
on.
you wouldn't feel weird if I said elbow.
No, I wouldn't have felt weird if you said elbow, but that's a different part of your body.
Of course it's a different part of your body.
We're talking about a private area.
Oh, you're not 4. Like, this is the area you can touch. Like, quacky, come on.
Show it to me on a diagram.
We can say vagina, it's fine.
Okay.
We have them.
Yes. No, I haven't got anything like that.
You've just got a hole in the wall.
It's a rumour. It's all rumour. I've just got a hole in the wall. Hey! Nicely done,
I did
sir.
that. That was me.
I like the ethos in my brother and sister-in-law live in Paraguay.
Yep.
And obviously there's a lot of poverty over there, a lot of bad stuff that goes along with that.
The sweat is running down my back right now.
Okay. But I quite like the ethos, which is that basically when you've made enough money that day, you stop work. So there's like a banana salesman that kind of comes to the end of their drive and sells them bananas, okay? And basically when he's run out of bananas, that could be at 10 a.m, could be at 7 p.m. He's done. He's like, I've made enough. I've sold my bananas.
Enough.
I've
That's the
got
word
enough
right there.
to feed myself, to clothe my kids, whatever. I'm done.
We've got in this crazy...
And then he goes home and he enjoys his life for the rest of the day.
We've got in
That's
this...
a good ethos, right?
It's a great ethos. We've got in this crazy mentality about hoard. Like if someone... Like we call people who like hoard, in their houses, like if they hold loads of books, we call them crazy and whatever, But someone who hoards millions and millions of pounds, we call them successful.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. Like we feel like we need to hold on to this money. I think there's a lot of
Just
truth.
so we can buy ourselves more stuff.
More stuff.
And then a bigger box to put all our stuff in.
Like I just think it's weird that we think that this is permanent. Like this is not permanent. Us here. This is not permanent at all.
You can't take it with you.
It's transient. So there's this book. I'm trying to find the author now. I'll look it up in a second. About this guy. He's a Dutch historian, and he has written this. And he had gone to like this tech conference with really clever, wealthy people. And I just challenges everybody all the time. And he's talks. I mean, it's quite a socialist kind of book, but he talks about how we can have I think it's a 3 or 4 day work week.
Right.
How because what he's really good at is like people go, well, that's never worked in history, and he's got times where like these kind of things have worked really well in history. The book's fascinating.
Yeah.
And I just think like we have got into this obsessive like thinking we need to work all of the time.
And if you earn some money, you want more money.
Yeah, and then you want to earn more. And there's a lot of truth in that. The people who don't have money always want more. The people who have money think that worried they're going to lose it.
And before you know it, it's the end of your life and you've just been working.
Yeah, money's not
Of course. Money's nice. It's nice to have money.
Oh, I love a bit of money.
I mean, it doesn't buy happiness.
Oh, I love money.
At least you can be miserable in comfort.
I like the choices it gives you. I like the freedom it gives you.
It does give you choices.
And money's not a bad thing. I'm not knocking it at all. I'm not mocking the money. I love a bit of money.
Yeah.
But it's spooler.
But it's that balance that we constantly talk about, really, isn't it?
We can change the world.
And the thing is that life is short. And it's such a trite thing to say.
Oh, I know.
Such a banal thing to say. But when you really concentrate that this is your only life, that you only live once, that's a devastating fact, isn't it?
It's quite a beautiful fact, though, as well.
It's both, but it's.
I know. It's shocking. Like, because I know that I'm going to die, but like,
we all know
really?
it. But like when you really think about, like, this is it.
One day I won't be here. I mean, that's like the weirdest thing, And as
this is your one time. What do you want to do with it?
And as time
Just
is
make
speeding
money?
up,
Yeah. It's not. Oh, see, I'm so tired. I almost let that slip by.
You did.
You almost got away with that.
I did.
I almost just agreed.
Yeah.
Just to keep it rolling.
Yeah, you know that's
Time's
a fact.
not speeding up.
It is.
What things do you hate spending money on? I hate spending money on a haircut. That always makes me angry.
Yeah.
I always used to cut my own hair and dye my own hair.
what's
Now I have a good bathroom.
You can't dye.
I don't want to dye my hair in there.
I still dye my hair. I won't trust a hairdresser to dye my hair.
Really?
Don't like him. Because they always go, your hair's not in great condition. We should be doing this. Oh, piss off.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. That's a mild swear. Get away with that.
So I would.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
would have covered my
Did
face.
you just do a squeaky fart as well?
No, it was my strainer.
Classic. Can you repeat the noise? That's always the test. If you can't repeat it, it was a fart. It
No.
was a fart, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
No, yeah, I do. I hate that. And what's up with the price of haircuts now? It's like 60 quid for a haircut.
Yeah,
60
I
pounds.
know.
I went the other day.
And it's just going to grow back.
I know.
That's the annoying thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you've realised that hair grows back. Have you?
I hate that. And I love going out. Have I realised that my hair grows back?
Do you realise that?
My hair's not a long grower. It doesn't grow very fast.
Okay. Well, I mean, how quick do you think hair does grow? You don't just stare at it and see it coming out.
But my hair will never get much longer than this.
No,
It's
you
a
just
fact.
don't notice it.
It's a fact.
That's not
It's
a
a
fact.
fact.
Everyone's hair grows.
Not mine.
No, I'm sorry, that's not a fact.
Okay.
So time's speeding up and your hair doesn't grow.
If I will not get my hair cut for the next 6 months, and it won't be much longer than this. It will be
No,
like...
it will be a bit longer than this, but proportionally, because your hair's quite long at the moment, you won't notice it because it's already quite long. If your hair was short, then proportionally, it would come out another 50% and you'd really notice it.
No, wait, 50%?
If you had very short hair, yeah, then the small amount, yeah, the half an inch that it grew, if it was only half an inch long, yeah.
Sometimes
It'd
you
be
just say
another
words
50%.
and you think that they make sense, and they don't. They just don't make sense.
Oh!
You know, and you're supposed to... You're an author. That's your thing.
Oh,
Words are your
shut
thing.
up, seriously. I tell you what I don't like spending money on as well. The really boring, expensive house stuff.
Oh...
Oh, because you've got to get a new boiler or something like that.
that's exactly what I was about to say. Like,
Oh,
the work
God.
you're not going to have appreciate. You've got to have stuff done to your roof.
Oh, yeah, your guttering needs replacing.
Come on. Like,
That's a thankless thing to
it's
spend money on.
thankless,
It's
and
just...
it is. Also,
I want a
spending money
water
on your
softener.
kids.
It was suggested to me.
A water softener. No, I'd quite like one of those, though, because...
But it was like £1,000.
I know.
For what?
I know.
I mean, water's always been fairly soft. I've not had sharp water up until now.
No, we do
I've
have
been
hard
stabbed
water.
every time I was having
No,
a shower.
no, we do have hard water in where we are. We do.
No, I think you're fine.
Well,
we do have hard water.
If you go somewhere else, like, and you're like, yeah, we do. Look at the lime scale on your taps.
Boring! Right.
Spending money on your kids as well is quite boring. Oh, come on. You want stuff?
Yeah, they do want stuff.
And my son, like, grows. Like, he literally, one week, I think he's got, like, size 10 feet now. And I'm just
really?
like, yeah. And they haven't stopped growing. And he's...
My 11-year-old's nearly as tall as me. That's freaking me out.
Yeah, they always want things. You have to feed them.
Always want food and stuff.
All that.
Yeah, selfish.
Selfish.
Isn't it weird that a bank only lends you money when you can prove that you don't need it?
Yeah, it's weird, right?
That's a weird topsy-turvy world, isn't it?
We're in a weird topsy. Like, and also, like, when people are really successful and famous and they get free shit all the time. There's like, you know, we need the free shit when we're not there. You know?
You can make loads of money when you've got loads of money.
Yeah, and how we just we place importance on someone with lots of money. Like when they go,
I know.
Like, you know, if you go into a fancy hotel and you're staying in a fancy room in the fancy hotel, you get treated very differently
Yes.
than you do if you're staying in the Premier Inn.
That is true, and it's
For
crazy.
example. But
How
I love
much
Premier
money
Inn.
someone's got is pretty much the most boring thing about them.
Oh, it really is.
Do you happily pay your taxes?
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you're in the privileged
Totally.
position to pay a lot of taxes,
You're earning a lot of money.
You've got to pay that happily.
And then I want to live in a world where we're taking care of each other. I want to pay for
Exactly.
hospitals. We have the bloody brilliant NHS that just needs
Taxes
thanking.
are a good thing. It
Yeah.
is painful to pay,
Yeah.
but it is a good
No,
thing and
it's a
should be
good
paid
thing.
with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
If you've got a massive tax bill, it's because you've earned masses of money.
And I think that, like, the countries who have high taxes, like the Nordic countries, people are happy. They're taking care of each other. You know, they've got a good,
Totally.
you know, and I just think it's all about taking care of each other.
Yeah.
God, we can change the world, Rebecca Elliott.
I think we could. When I become Queen of the World, I am going for that job.
Did you ever dream that your nan was was a queen?
I dreamt that my grandma was the Queen. And in my dream I was thinking, why don't more people know this about me? Seems like quite an important thing. My grandma is Queen Elizabeth II. Like, I should tell people that. I think we're all quite judgmental about what other people spend money on.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I'll be, why do they spend that much money on a ring? But then I'll go and spend hundreds of pounds on a Prince cloud guitar. And do you know what I mean? Like, it's a ridiculous thing to judge someone else on what they've chosen to spend their hard-earned money. Oh, no, my money isn't even hard-earned. It's just earned. But I don't get it when people spend a lot of money on jewellery. That's one of the things I don't.
No, I don't. I've got...
It's just a personal thing. I
No,
don't really...
like, my wedding ring cost £60.
Mine was 50. Beat ya.
Oh, well done. Mine's nice, isn't it? Yeah, I wear one necklace and you know.
I like
my
plastic
wedding ring.
jewellery, frankly.
Yeah, I like ceramics. Not plastic.
This, which I wear every day.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Toby bought that for me. My son bought that. He went on a school trip last year to Colchester Castle. I gave him about £5 spending money. He spent £2.50 on this necklace for me. And I've not taken it off since.
That's nice.
And it's my most favourite piece
Do you
of
sleep
jewellery.
with it?
I do. It's literally not come off.
Oh.
I can't get the bugger off. So I've wrapped around a moving story around it.
Beautiful.
Cannot get it off.
I've had quite a lot of showers this week.
Have you? Okay. Do you have a...
No, just have it. I'm not a big shower. You know,
we talked the week before. You hadn't had a shower for about a week?
Not a week.
You did tell me that.
Yeah, I did. But I realised I had one on the Tuesday and I saw you on the Friday. So really...
Okay. Still, it's the middle of summer.
It was only the Wednesday and the Thursday I'd not showered for. You know, but I know.
There are folds that need to be cleaned daily. Come on.
Yeah, we call those my sweaty bits.
Yeah. You Mickey. I'll tell you what, there's nothing worse than getting ripped off. We were in Paris a couple of weeks ago, and we were around the what's the gallery called there? The Louvre.
Right.
And we decided it was getting turning dark.
Yeah.
Thought, I want to go back to the Eiffel Tower and see it at night, because that's when it looks most beautiful. In the daytime, it just looks like a big pylon. So we thought, there's a rickshaw. You know the rickshaw things?
I do.
And there was no other way of getting there. There was no cabs around. So we're like, come on, let's do it. It's fine. We've got a little bit of money. And so went up to the rickshaw woman, and she basically kind of indicated that she spoke no English. Right. So pointed at her sign, which said Eiffel Tower, €30. We thought, well, that's a lot of money for a short trip, but it would be beautiful, be fine, let's do it.
Yeah.
So we get on there, and it was the most terrifying journey of my life, where I thought I was going to die. She's literally jumping red lights, going next to all the traffic in Paris. Horrific, but fun. We get there. It's clear at that point she can speak very good English. When we get off, give her €30, and she says, no, it's per person. Oh. And we're like, and we literally only had 40 on us. We're like, no, but you said, and she's like, no, it's per person. Like, with her hand out, we're like, oh, God.
I hate that.
So we gave her 40, and just kind of went, I'm sorry, we haven't got anything else. She was livid, and then like one of the big burly guys who's all sort of rickshaw came around the corner, and I think she was telling him, we were like, oh God, and we literally legged it.
Oh, scary.
Yeah, it was quite scary, but you just have that feeling like we were just totally ripped off. She didn't even drop us next to the Eiffel Tower. It was like half a mile away.
Oh,
really, but that feeling that
I hate that.
we can afford that. The money's not the problem.
Yeah.
Money is not the issue at all. Just that feeling we've just been ripped off. That's horrible.
Have you had an advice slip from the bank?
No, I know. I don't like it. Did you get an advice slip?
No. Well, obviously, I said to you the other day, you know, I was thinking about that. Like,
advice is don't
why
stop spending so much.
Yeah, like what's it going to say? You're making terrible life choices and the outfit sucks. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
What are you going to be, you know? I've never had an eye up. And is it an advice slip? Is just the amount you have in your bank?
Yeah, they're not advising you about how to best spend your money. Yeah. It's a lie, frankly. It's an evil lie.
Because we don't talk about how much money we have.
I know, it's weird.
We never talk about that.
It's weird, isn't it?
No, I mean, you do, but generally we don't.
I don't.
No, you don't. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And I think it's because we have got all these hang-ups. We're jealous of people, but equally we look up to people.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't. We respect people with money, but then we also think they're spoiled brats. There's all this
and
kind
if
of
make money
weird...
mistakes, you feel all embarrassed about all of that, or like I'm not good with money. I've got myself in debt, or haven't got myself in debt, or whatever that situation is. And
I've been terrible with money in the past. I think most people have. I think that's normal. I think it's normal.
Well, we live in a society where you feel like if you we are told if you buy this, you're going to feel better.
Yeah.
And all we really want to do...
And then you're offered a credit card.
Yeah, and all we all want to do...
The age of 22.
Yeah. I have got a point to make.
Go on. All we really want to do.
All we really want to do is feel better.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And, like, the lesson as you get older, you realise is if you just feel better anyway, other stuff comes.
What's the stupidest thing you've spent money on? There's a long list with me.
I don't know. Like I've got a thing about pens. Like pens.
Really? I mean, that's not a big outlay, though, is it? That's all right.
That's
a habit you can sustain.
Do you know the thing about money? So the weird thing
about what?
about spending a lot of money. Like, I spent a lot of money to get my chaise longue upholstered.
Yeah.
And I'm going, oh, when I have that done, I'm going to be so happy.
Right.
I'm going to be so happy.
Right.
I love my chaise longue. It doesn't make me any happier.
No, I mean, you've said that before, but yeah. See how that works?
Yeah, but you
when
know
somebody
what?
says you've said that before, it's quite depressing.
It was a valid point that
It
I felt
it
needed
is
to
a very
cover.
valid point.
That needed to be covered twice.
That's the thing. Whenever I want, like, I've got shutters fitted recently, or I've done the bathroom, and
Yeah.
it's all about that. And your head's just filled with
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm going to look at magazines. I'm
Yeah.
going to choose the best. And then it gets done, and the next week you're like,
Yeah.
back to normal then.
Yeah, it's nice.
And that's the thing when you earn a lot of money. When you start to earn enough money that you're not in debt anymore, that's huge. That's life-changing stuff. And you just feel this weight has lifted. When you earn over and above that, it doesn't really change anything.
No.
Because you just go for the next thing and then you buy it. And I mean, it's that classic thing, but it really doesn't give you satisfaction. It doesn't,
No.
you know?
Do you think children get pocket money?
I occasionally have gone through phases of giving them pocket money, but it doesn't last for long because I'm very forgetful.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like,
And also, I think then kids become a little bit entitled because they
Yeah.
come up on a Friday and go, where's my £5 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would prefer to give them, if we're going on holiday, here's a bit of spending money.
Yeah.
Or like, it's Christmas, here's some money for you to buy some presents. I think that works. For me, I think maybe that works better rather than them starting to expect that they are somehow owed money by mum and dad. No, we pay for literally your whole life already. Swallow the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was a loud swallow. Wasn't that?
Felt good. Slipped down the throat.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Had my eyelashes done today. Oh, that's so ridiculous I'm going to spend money on.
Eyelashes. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of them's already fallen out.
Oh, you're joking.
No,
Is
I'm
it?
not. I mean, if I was, it wouldn't
That's
be very
50
funny.
quid right there.
That's 50 quid just falling
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
No, I do spend a lot of money on eyelashes. That is...
Is that a happy thing to spend money on
Yeah.
to bring you happiness?
It brings me joy.
Do you think stuff brings more happiness, or do you think like experiences, like going out for lunch
Experiences.
or going on holiday, are better?
Without a doubt, experiences.
Yeah.
Stuff is stuff. You can always get stuff. You can, and I think time is so important because you can always earn more money, but you can't always earn more time.
Yeah,
That's some deep
that's
stuff.
profound. That's beautiful.
That's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's true, right? It's
That
true.
is no, absolutely.
And I just think that, so when you, like, for me, like, I spent a lot of time just with my husband and the kids this weekend, and it was just beautiful just seeing their faces, you
Yeah.
know, and we didn't even do much. We just spent time together.
Yeah.
And that's something really, really poignant and profound, especially as my boy's getting a lot older now, and I think, you know, there's not that many years we're going to be spending this amount of time together.
Absolutely.
So it feels really special right now to spend in that time.
And I think, you know, although I think holidays are a good thing to spend your money on, I don't think spending more money on like a foreign holiday makes for a better holiday at
No,
all.
nor do I.
Most of the time in my childhood we went either caravanning or in like a little cottage in Devon
Yeah.
or camping, and just the best memories, just so good that if we'd maybe been flown off somewhere and then been put in the holiday club all week in some hot place would the memories have been better? No.
I have a memory of when we went to Butlins when couldn't have been that long after my dad died. I must have been, I don't know how old I was when we went to Butlins with my mum. And my favourite holidays my memories was having mint feast ice creams and having a crush on Neil the Redcoat and dancing with him too.
Really?
Yeah, and I had
Wow.
to slow dance with him.
Do you still dream about Neil the Redcoat?
Neil the Redcoat. Yeah.
Did you like Butlins?
I still love Butlins. Yeah, I do.
But you like bingo and stuff like that, don't
I
you?
love bingo. Bingo is a joy and a pleasure and very, very exciting. Very exciting.
It's not. I mean, we've been through this. I've played bingo with you. There is nothing exciting about you there. All personality, exuberance, and life drained out your eyeballs, and you became angry
I know, with
and
you
serious.
for talking while
Yeah.
I'm trying to listen to the
I was
numbers.
trying to have a night out with my mate. Seriously.
I am playing bingo.
Money's nice. It's not the answer to everything, is
Have it or don't have it.
Yeah. But it is lovely to be able to go out of an evening and not have to think, how many drinks can I afford?
Oh.
Little things like that are life-changing.
It is.
It's not buying the big house or
It's not.
Getting a new car. It's not having to worry about those little things.
No.
Looking at a menu thinking, what meal can I afford? Whatever.
Going out for coffee and not thinking about it, because it's £4.50 to have a coffee now. I mean, in fairness.
Absolutely. Being able to go to coffee shops, let alone the whole, can I afford to eat all week? I mean, I used to be on job seekers allowance. I think you were as well on the dole.
Oh yeah, I'm on the dole.
Yeah. Trying to stretch that over a week is not fun. How people with kids do it.
Oh man, I take my hat off to them. I'm really
Absolutely.
impressed. Anyone living on minimum wage, I take my hat off to them. That is impressive skill to be able to feed your kids, pay your rent, pay your bills. I'm saying absolute bloody amazing. Because seriously.
It doesn't even cover all of those, and even if you can stretch it to cover all those, it's kind of ignoring the fact that life throws up other stuff.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
stuff's
absolutely.
gonna break. Your car's gonna break. This is gonna happen. Someone's gonna get sick. You're not gonna be able to work. All that stuff, and then you've literally got nothing.
They're the heroes.
And that is how people end up on the streets.
We get in such a kerfuffle, don't we, about job seekers allowance, people taking 70 quid a week from the pot and the stuff, or whatever. And I just think and if someone is doing a bit of a sneaky thing, I just don't care. If someone's earning a little bit extra cash and taking a bit of jobs like that, I am not an economist, but I can't imagine that's going to hurt the economy more than someone doing not paying a big company, not paying the right kind of tax or whatever that is.
Absolutely.
Surely those are things we need to get angry about. Yet we say, yes, those buggers stealing, you know what I mean, on jobs. I just think and I would rather pay more frigging money in tax so that people can have a bit more job seekers allowance, have a bit of a better quality of life.
Yeah.
Because
if the big companies started actually paying their way and not getting away with paying 1% tax and just pathetic.
I imagine that would help things. Like I say,
that would transform the economy.
Yeah.
Not the old person on job seekers allowance who might be getting 50 quid cash in hand.
Seriously,
God forbid. I remember being on the dole, and that whole thing that if you do earn an afternoon, if you report it, they just dock 50. If you earn 50 quid, they take 50 quid off that week.
And also,
literally, what's the point of working? That's not encouraging people to work.
No, I know. And say you make a mistake. Say someone's say they've paid you a bit too much. They've made the mistake, but they want you to pay it back immediately. And if you're on job seekers allowance, you haven't got that money to pay it back. Do you know what I mean? So the single fathers out there, the single mothers, the people on those, they are the heroes. They are the ones that keeping this country going.
Absolutely.
And I just think we just need to value that more and go God, let them just earn a few friggin' extra quid. You know what I mean? It makes no difference to the grand scheme of things. And that whole judgmental thing, we're constantly going, taking for nothing, money for nothing. It's not money for nothing, you know what I mean? It's so important.
And it is that judgmental thing. There's something in the psyche of society that says that those people are there because they put themselves there. And the people are living on the street because somehow they've done something wrong.
It's that constant them and us
situation. We're all
situation.
only 3 steps away from being homeless anyway.
See, absolutely. It's that constant them and us situation. I just think there for the grace of God go I. I literally have been lucky enough not to get into those situations, but it's luck. There's not much judgment there.
Absolutely.
At all. And I just think I hate all of that judgment on these people just literally doing their best, and if they're not doing their best, then that's okay as well. It's really okay. Whatever you're doing is okay. And I just think, and there's all those shows job seekers allowance shows, living on the dole.
There is one on BBC I caught once. There's catching people who are diddling the
Are we catching them out? Are we caught these people? Do you know what I mean?
Probably the people they're catching are doing probably horrific things, but just the ethos behind it, it just...
They're the bad guys. They're the ones to blame.
It's them and us. Constant. And then you start to think, well, all people on job seekers allowance, they're all up to something. And how dare they have a big TV whilst they're on job seekers?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, they're renting a TV. They can't afford perhaps to go to the cinema or do anything, and they've decided to spend their tiny bit of money each week on renting a TV so their kids have something to do with them. And you're judging that. Just stuff like that. It's come on.
I know.
And it's disgusting in this country, with the amount of money that comes into this country, that so many people are on the streets. More now than ever before.
I think that question's so broader and wider, isn't it? It's we're not valuing mental health, we're not valuing... Right. We're not putting resource... I imagine the people who need to be aren't putting the resources into the right places. But, again, I'm not an economist, can't do public maths, do you know what I mean? So that'd be...
The economist would probably not
I'd be embarrassed. I'd be an embarrassment in that situation. Yeah. So but I don't know what the answer is either. I feel that, for me, politics isn't the answer anymore. I think we're finding out now that, like, really there is better ways for our country to be led. But I think there's a real movement now, like, because of the situations we're in, for like really strong young women coming through. And I think women younger than us, like, you know, that whole woman, I think we talked about this before, who did the period poverty thing, the period poverty campaign. And she created that through social media. They have way more connections than we do, and support and strength. I think women, I think the answer is forward. I don't, not to knock men at all in any way, but I think that women are really going to rise forward and change the world. I think things are really happening. So I think that against all this backlash that we have coming up right now with, like, the Trumps and the Johnsons and all of those of the world, I think there's a really exciting kind of underbelly that's happening, and I think it will get better.
I've got an exciting underbelly.
Yeah, but you can get a bit of sweatiness on the underbelly, can't you? A bit of... You know, you got to get in those folds. I hate it that sometimes I have to lift things up to wash underneath. I do. You know, and I love.
If you had the money, would you pay for a tummy tuck?
No,
never.
No, I wouldn't have any
I wouldn't.
lipo.
I thought I would, but now, no, absolutely not.
I don't want to say that you have talked about that on the podcast quite a lot before, but I just.
You're a hateful woman.
No, I wouldn't. I want to give my body whatever it needs, and I don't think...
What, right now? Do you want me to leave you alone?
But I don't think the surgery to remove stuff, you know, my to get this size, I'll give my body a lot of pleasure. You know, like, it was really pleasurable to get to this space.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing about us larger people. There's a lot of pleasure has gone into this.
Yeah, you know.
A lot of good times.
And I think I'm not going to judge my body. My body gives me amazingness, and my body is beautiful and soft and gorgeous as it is. And if it chooses to change, then it will change. But I'm not going to bow down to any societal pressures of what...
See, now I was trying to lighten the whole thing, right, by saying, you know, about my underbelly. And now you're talking about societal pressures, and you brought it back to, like, big, heavy stuff. I thought we're getting to the end. Let's lighten it. Let's lift it. Yeah?
But sometimes, though, my belly is, like, hard. That's weird, isn't it? Like, I get quite a bit of bloating sometimes. But that's because of my split muscles.
You've not told me that before. You've got a split stomach, have you?
Yeah. I would like to tell you, I've got my gems in my boobs.
No, come on. Right. Firstly, I didn't know you were happy for other people to know that.
I don't mind.
You're now telling everyone that.
Yeah.
Secondly, you're literally clenching.
I'm clenching my boobs.
You're literally clasping your boobs as you're talking to me about this.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain?
Well,
No, this is too weird. You can't tell people this.
Why?
Because other people... Okay,
I told people I wet myself in Iceland. There's not much, you know, worse than that, is there?
Yeah, okay.
So I like these, what are they called? What are these called? Crystals.
That's not a crystal.
I don't know, it's a stone.
It's a stone.
Okay, so I've got these things.
I want to say pebble.
I like these stones that I was drawn to. Like, I like the way they feel. And I like...
You just sound like a nutter.
Yeah, but I wear them in my bra. Right, and Rebecca thinks that's weird, and I think
there is no universe in which that's normal. Now, I think it's charming. I think you're an interesting character. I love you. I'm happy that you keep a rockery in your bra. Yeah. I've come to terms with that, and I love you anyway. These other people don't necessarily know you as well, and they're going to go, wait, what?
No. You see?
What?
They won't, because I think there are other women. Like, I put money in my bra, I put debit cards in my bra. Sometimes my bra is my handbag, you know, because
it's got boobs in it. Yeah. It's already full.
Not totally. There's always room to slide a fiver.
You've got the wrong
there.
size bra.
I think I do, but
there is no room in my bra for anything else.
I think that is a really good metaphor for life.
What? There's no
room in my bra for anything else. No. And in my bra,
my life is full of tits.
And in my bra, there's plenty of room for other things. You see? I am open and ready for other things to pour into my bra.
Nobody uses their bra as a bag, as a shopping bag. It's just like, and even if they did, like
strippers do.
Fine. I will allow you to keep a £20 note in there if that's fine. Mm-hmm. That seems within the realms of sort of normality.
And a debit card is handy too.
And a debit, but then when you get like an angle, fine, fine, whatever. Keep a debit card in there. Okay? But keeping pebbles in there because you like the feel, you've got to admit it's a bit strange.
They're shiny.
They're
shiny.
And the thing is that in this podcast, there was a lot of other stuff that you said that made loads of sense.
Yeah.
And now you've just basically pooped all over that with your weirdness.
I don't think it's weird. I think you find it weird. I don't think other people will find it weird.
I find it weird that you think that other people won't find that weird.
I haven't said I'm gassy today, and I'm a little bit gassy still. I just felt I needed
Really?
to. I felt that was appropriate.
Face fart.
Yeah.
See what else a burp is?
What?
It's a dry vomit.
Oh.
Isn't it? No, but it is.
No.
Yes.
No.
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 Because a vomit comes from your stomach, and a gas comes from somewhere else.
Nothing you say anymore makes any sense.
Where does a burp come from? Does it come from your stomach, or does it come from your lungs?
No, it doesn't come from your lungs, does it? It's not breathing.
Fair.
You breathe out. Yeah? Burping's down here.
Thank you for demonstrating how you breathe out, because I wasn't sure how I did that.
All right, we all just draw this nonsense to a close.
I think we have had some nonsense, and I'm not, I feel that, but I think it's all right. I think money is not the root of all evil. Money doesn't have a personality.
Mm-hmm. You're just gonna trawl out some old sayings now.
Yeah.
Hope that you hit on something amazing. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I just wish everyone love. That's what I wish for everyone. I wish all good things to rain on them. That's what I wish. I wish that for you. All good things to rain.
I wish you success in terms of life.
And money.
Happiness is all very well and good, but it doesn't buy you money, does it?
No, I like a bit of money. Money.
Shut up, seriously.
You have a beautiful week.
Have a wonderful week.
Beautiful week.
Live well and prosper.
Love well. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Kirsty and Rebecca will be back next week with a whole new round of this oddly captivating nonsense, so you may as well listen in.